There on a stormy night she took her flight, moments after he was born, alone in the world with one single boy, with no time nor a moment of frivolous joy, just my heart filled with angry scorn. So I took him hard and made up his room. He'll grow quick, and it most assuredly be soon. He cries in the night as these babies do. I'll leave him alone until the wail turns to a quiet tear stew. As a boy, there was no time allowed for frogs and river streams and sticks and puppy dog licks. He was taught that no boy of mine will waste his time on such things as meaningless storybook tales of cats with fiddles and merry soul kings. No son of mine will avoid a fine day's work. As he labored, he would often repeat to me, "But, Father, if you could just be kind." Kindness is a word spoken for those that are weak, an excuse to justified unearned pity from a boy going through a lazy streak. My provision is good enough for you, I often said. I have provided you with much since your mother abandoned me and decided to be dead. The young boy grew as all boys do. He complains he sits too long alone in a dark, friendless home. He begged if he could please seek companions on the other side of town. I told him no son of mine will have kids like that around. He said, "Father, if you could just be kind." The friends he did find in years went by. He bucked my stern wisdom and learned how to steal and lie. He wasn't too strong, so they all took him down, those unkind people from the other side of town. I told him, "Take it like a man and let your wails stew to tears. There will be no pity from me. I have told you this for years." He said, "Father, I just sought for someone to be a friend and kind." I barked at him harshly, "You are no son of mine." He was told to leave my house and never return. Perhaps harder work and a harder life will finally make him learn. I blotted him out of my mind, the boy who begged me to be kind. I did my obligation as declared by law, and nothing more was expected of me, no clause saying I was to be benign. So the seasons of hard work and occupation have passed. I retired myself to a much smaller home so that my funds would last. An apartment in a cheaper part of town I turned to live. One room and a window in a town that had no glib. Out of the window I would often look at the people below, my head often shook. There the town drunkard would bow and wane, asking passerby for some loose pocket change. There on a stormy night I did roam the town street, not a friend in the world to speak or to cordially greet. I planned my life precise the way I wanted it, but now I'm old and just need a place to sit. So I looked for a doorway to get out of the rain. I hobbled quickly with my crooked feet and walking cane. I found a place where I could stay, kneel, and be hunted, but to my surprise, there he was, the foolish town drunkard. I looked more closely and found he was dead, on a knot of old jackets that he used for a bed, empty whiskey bottles and chewing tobacco packages all strewn around. He was the #1 drunkard of a God-forsaken town. I lit my lighter closer to see if any life I could find. Instead, I saw his tattered shirt on his bare arm with a heart-tattooed sign. Within it, words were written saying, "If he could have only just been kind." There, in a rage of emotions I had not felt before, tears welling up, but they refused to pour. I'll hold it all in and straighten my stance, not looking back, giving him another glance. The years and thoughts passed through my troubled mind. to only conclude that was no son of mine.